I always say, come up with 3 different solutions. If that doesn't work, and then like you've exhausted everything, like I can come up with some ideas for you. Like let's have everybody collab. Don't bring up anything that you've tried before, and like, okay, so what's the problem? And then I can like, okay, I'll give my input there, and then we can keep moving forward. But I want it absolutely exhausted to where, what if it is a fucking dead end of the situation? Like, okay, we need to reimagine what is going on here.
Do you really believe that there would be a dead end though?
In some things, yes.
I don't think so.
Pivots are always good.
Some of the shit that
so like, and I'm saying like it's always good to pivot in business to like, we thought we were gonna do it this way. It'll be fine to fucking approach it this way.
But you still get to the same end result. You just go a different direction.
Yeah, or maybe the end result changes. I mean, so like Amazon started as a book company.
Yeah, but was that always? That wasn't always. That wasn't like.
I don't think that was. I don't think he had the vision that it was going to be this.
I think it started in that because of the variety and the scale of books. That was a way of getting there, and it ultimately continued to grow into more. Yes, I see what you're saying, but I don't think he was just like, I just want to sell books. Like that was the vision. That was the dream of selling books.
He doesn't write any fucking books or do any podcasts because I'd love to know. Like I want to know how Jeff does business.
Yeah.
I want to know everything about how Jeff built.
I think all that shit starts off with a fucking dream. And then obviously that dream probably leads you in other directions, but the end goal never changes. I think the path on how you get there is dictated based off of what's discovered or invented at that moment. But if you think about like where we were in the early 2000s, like, do you think whoever came up with AOL, like who at the time would have been like, okay, yeah, it's easy to be like, okay, let's just throw this shit on the phone.
I think
that was before fucking text messaging.
I think the internet people really did see this. I think the internet people saw it.
But do you see what I'm saying? Like, and at the time, like you talk about dream, like that's fucking wild as fuck. Like, you mean we're gonna be on the World Wide Web? You mean I'm gonna be able to say, hey Siri, like, you know what I mean? The bitch is gonna be able to figure it.
Right. It sounds like a fucking
she's gonna be able to tell
movie.
me all that stuff. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's what I mean. Like at the time, it could be like, how the fuck are we gonna do that? And it's like, well, shit, let's think about what that consists of.
So that's like true entrepreneurship, but at the same time, like that top person is still fucking figuring out those really big problems. You know, like you're still like kicking down doors of like, this shit doesn't exist anymore. Wow. And you solve that problem. But the reason the people generally aren't bringing you their problems is because I'm kicking down one fucking massive problem. Everything else behind that, clean it up.
You clean it up.
So you clean it up. You
can figure out the rest of it.
Right.
So so when we talk about like the Steve Harvey part of it, right? He talked about how he was doing what's the show he does now?
Family Feud,
right?
What is something your girlfriend should do?
He be cracking me up.
Have you seen that reel?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Let me make this joke real quick.
Go ahead.
What is something your girlfriend should do?
I don't know.
What is something your girlfriend should sit on?
Yeah, I remember that. I did see that.
My face.
He's like, I like where you was going there, or something like that. I did see that one.
All right.
But he was just talking about like Family Feud and just like how at that time he was just in a low space. So he was like, I really just needed the check. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't care like what that looked like from a business standpoint. He really just needed the check. And whatever, the show started doing so damn well here. And he was just like, he called up his guy and was just like, hey, like, I want to take it to Egypt. I want to take it to Africa. And I want to, you know what I mean? And they're like, how the fuck are we going to like, you know, they're not saying that, but it's like, bro, like, you want to take it to Africa?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And next thing you know, they're just like, well, we got to buy international rights, you know, or whatever the fuck it was.
Like, what is the thing we have to do?
What is the thing that we have to do? Because at the time, no one was necessarily just taking, you know, a show here and just taking it fucking to another country. You know what I mean? A mainstream show like that. And they figured it out. They told them to take them like 12 months before they can actually start shooting. He's like, they were shooting within like 9 months. They're recording the seasons and stuff like that. So it's just like a dream. When I say dream, or just like, don't be afraid of thinking not outside the box, because this wasn't necessarily outside the box. It was just like, how do we grow this?